Scorpio, this is your channel message. We already know copyright claims will hit us, but we don't care.
Passion, instant, sweat me, spill me, Cupid, shot me, my heart beats racing, hit me, shot me, feel so exciting, thought of highly, it's your deciding, I'll be more than a lover, more than a woman, more than a I'll be more than a lover, more than a woman, more than a I'll be more than a lover, more undercover,
More than a lover, more undercover. Yes. Yes. The sun is out, the sun is shining. Shine upon the blessed ones. Scorpio, we were just talking about you in Aquarius reading, okay? So let us go. Scorpio, this is your channeled messages. Alea, more than a woman. What zodiac sign was Alea? She seemed like a Virgo to me. I could be wrong. Alea, August 31. She's a Virgo. Let me check. August. She seemed like a Virgo for true. August 31. Zodiac. Virgo. See that? She a Virgo. Yeah. August 31st. Yeah, she seemed like a Virgo. Isn't it weird that she and Beyonce had hosted the thing on the red carpet and both girls are Virgos? Isn't it even weird that both girls were with Jay-Z, but one gotten rid of? I speak for the truth, even though I have preference. I'm just saying. Isn't it weird? Both girls were number 4. Alea was August 31st, number 4. What was Beyonce's birthday? Was it Beyonce's September 4? So both girls were number 4. Beyonce ruled the numerology of 4, but Alea ruled 3 and 1. Because she was a part of a third party situation, wasn't she? I also saw something about, I heard that when R. Kelly was with Alea and Alea would be sleeping in the room, R. Kelly would be having sexual relations with Alea's mother while Alea was in the other room sleeping. Last song Alea did, Rock the Boats. Wasn't she rocking the boat? The boat did get rocked. No. This is not to stifle anybody, and this is not to call out anybody. We are talking about facts and we are talking about astrology. We are talking about numerology. I'm just saying. Isn't that weird? Isn't it weird that the only song when I hear Jay-Z they let him heart out in his Cry? I was fucking these hoes. I was gonna be right back, right? Scorpio, I feel like you wouldn't stay with somebody because somebody didn't want to fuck a lot of people on you. Somebody didn't want to have a lot of women or a lot of men while you were committed to them. You may have been dependent on this person financially. This could be maybe you're in the music business too. Because the apple don't fall far from a tree, even though apple is for horses. It's not for we. And not for woman, not for man. Man alone if eat apple. And not we, not woman. No. Last time we eat it, them curse we. And to show you how it fuck up, yeah? Because Jay-Z was with both Aliyah and Beyonce, right? Now, how convenient that they cast Lilith out of the Garden of Eden, got Eve, a second girl, and Eve end up eat the apple and abominate humanity. Two women, right? There was a switch, right? Did someone switch you with a Scorpio? Or was a Scorpio switched out with somebody else? Let us go. Mr. and Miss Occult. I hear Guinness. This could be Guinness World Record, but I'm hearing Guinness. Alright, so we have a camera first. Yep. Photography, pictures, or videography. I hear steel. Something about steel. We have a G coming out again. Alright, so G is trending. What is, I'm sorry, I'm not getting any immediate connection. There's a lot of things happening up here, yeah? But G. We have a T coming out. Same color. Now the meaning of GT, they call it grand touring, okay? I know GTA, Grand Theft also. Something about Grand Theft, because I was hearing steel, yeah, Grand Theft, or somebody named with a G, somebody named with a T. I just saw 1010. Alright, so we have a 0. Maybe something is caught on. I feel like somebody been stealing a lot of your stuff. Them probably a steal clothes, them a steal shoes, them a steal makeup, perfume, like body essentials, hair essentials. Like this could be somebody stealing from like a company like Sephora. I know Bath and Body Works closed down. But yeah, this could be a lot of stealing. Them a steal a lot of essentials. Like I'm getting perfume, I'm getting lipstick, eyeliner, I'm getting clothes, like a lot of clothes, shoes. Somebody could be even stealing someone's credit card. Maybe somebody have a credit card out in a somebody name. If someone works for the bank, the people who is in cahoots with the person who work for the bank have a line of credit or a credit card out in your name, and they must spend your credit card, or they're using the credit card to do something, okay? Yeah, we have the number 7 here, okay? Someone could be 70 years old, or this is someone's 7th charge. We have a butterfly coming out again. It's a transformation. You remember 7th heaven, smiling back on me. 7th heaven theme song. I know there's no greater feeling than the love of family. Where can you go? Wait, I want to get it. Yo, the guy, let me tell you something. It's just, whoever did write that song, the man a belt on. The answer is there. Today's Sunday. Yes, we'll sing a song. When I see, you remember 7th heaven? 7th heaven. When I see their happy faces smiling back at me. 7th heaven. I know there's no greater feeling than the love of family. Where can you go when the world don't treat you right? The answer is home. That's the one place you'll find seventh heaven. It was a really, really good show, you know, with this about this white Christian family that would go through, you know, normal, regular things, bullying, having a boyfriend, you know, all kind of things. But not like Seventh Heaven got it right. They got it very, very right. There wasn't a lot of black people on the show, but I appreciate the show, and I appreciated the concept about this Christian family that was trying to navigate them children. I think the father was a pastor, okay? So, you know, he had to go through, even though he was in the church, him have to go through him normal, regular life as a man growing up with teenagers who want boyfriend, want girlfriend, or them learning about sin. You know, it was a good show. I'll give it to Seventh Heaven. Oh, there's something about the Seventh Heaven, Libra. Okay? In the seventh heaven, all outer forms cease to be. The soul rests in within God. The soul rests still with God. Love, happiness, and peace in the seventh heaven are so big, and there is no more room for movement. The holy beings here are simply enjoy their rest within God. So that's the seventh heaven. There's 12 heavens. There's 12 zodiac signs. Something happening with a Libra, or something happening with the seventh heaven, okay? So again, someone crossing over to the other side, or if you're asking where this person's soul is, it is in the seventh heaven. They were very liberal all them life. There could also be a soul that is lingering around you. I usually feel that psychic mediums who are able to channel both darkness and light, them come from somewhere out of the seventh heaven, because the seventh is ruled by Libra, which is scales. And remember, Libra and Virgo was one before they separated. Virgo ruling secrecy, Libra ruling the law and the public. We have the number 5. Something could be 75 years. Somebody could be 75 years old. Let's see what's the fifth heaven. In the Bible, the fifth heaven talks about the first world of light. This light world is paradise. In paradise, souls live in a state of enlightenment. One can only get to this paradise by being happy with oneself. I just said 13. So you have 12 heavens. Each heaven is different. With the seventh heaven, your soul rests in peace. In the fifth one, you only can get to that heaven when you accept yourself holy. You accept yourself for all the darkness and all the light. Because even though you might have dark past, when you mix, the light will overpower the darkness. You know, see how space dark. Space is so dark, but guess what we're focusing on? What is around the sun, the light. Something can also be significant about 570 or 750. I'm also getting something about gold, okay? Or gold, silver, and bronze, okay? I hear Catch Me If You Can. I wanna be the very best that no one ever was. Dun-dun-dun-dun. Wait, what is happening? How are we just jumping? Oh my god. We were gonna do that, yeah. Yeah. Don't know what is this? Is this the secrecy? The secret's coming out? Scorpio? I wanna be the very best, done it like no one ever was. To catch them is my real test. To train them is my cause. I will travel across the land, searching far and wide. Darn, darn. Teach Pokemon to understand the power that's inside. Pokemon, gotta catch 'em, it's me and you. I know it's my destiny, Pokemon. Oh, you're my best friend. In a world we must defend. Pokemon, gotta catch 'em, my heart's so true. Our courage will pull us through. You teach me and I'll teach you. Pokemon. You have to catch them all. You have to catch them all. Scorpio, you're catching them all. Pokemon. What the fuck is happening? We went from Beyonce to back. Scorpio. This could be Chad, okay? To be very honest with you. Chad, TCHAD, Chad. Pokemon. Who catching Pokemon? What Pokemon? If you could be a Pokemon, what Pokemon would you be? Remember Pokemon, was it Emerald? When they only gave you a choice of 3, you only could have picked Charizard, Pikachu, or Bulbasaur. Right? Pikachu was always the nicest Pokemon. Pikachu follow you around. Pikachu got preference because Pikachu never have to stay in a one ball. Okay? Pikachu was male or female? Was Pikachu female? Or male? Okay, so Pikachu was a man. Okay, cool. But Bulbasaur wasn't a man or a woman. Was it Bulbasaur? Bulbasaur was unisex, wasn't it? I hear dun, 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 dun. I'm hearing like a Pokédex, something about a Pokédex. Look at this shit. Bulbasaur was 87.5% male and 12.5% female. Now Pikachu was fire, right? Bulbasaur was air. No, I'm sorry. Charizard was fire. Bulbasaur was air. Pikachu would have been what? Was Pikachu an air sign? There's something going on with a Pokemon or a Pokédex. To protect the world from devastation. To unite the people within our nation. Jesse, James, Team Rocket blasting from the speed of light. You report to the Team Rocket, yeah? Let us go into your reading. Scorpio, I feel like all the secrets are coming out. Or somebody opened Pandora's box. I know, them don't know how to close it. Only Pandora can close the box when you open the box. We have thirsty coming out first, okay? Somebody thirst needs to be quenched. Can't cool, can't quench. Okay, so thirsty. Usually a lot of thirst is usually a sign of you intaking too much sugar, okay? As you say thirsty, never drink. And remember people, if you decide to smoke, whether you're smoking a little cannabis or you're smoking some cigarettes, if smoke are going in your lungs, you need to drink water, you need to drink a liquid, or you're dehydrated. That's why a lot of people who smoke, them look so dehydrated. Smoke are going in your body. Anywhere smoke go, it need water. When the clouds form, don't it release water when it's too much? Something about dehydration, okay? I don't know if your animal is dehydrated. How you can tell when your animal is dehydrated? Pinch the skin of the animal, okay? You see if the skin stays. When you pinch it, you see when you let it go, if the skin kind of stays and take a long time to go back normal, like if you do this, if it take a long time to do this after you pinch it, the animal is dehydrated. If you pinch the animal like this and let it go and it goes back like that, usually it's not. Or if you see that the child or the animal is being bruised easily, something about dehydration happening, okay? So thirsty. And if your child don't like to drink water, you need to find an alternative, okay? We have a rotten. Maybe that's why the child not drinking it, because somebody's being fed something nasty. Like somebody using dirty water or leftover water to do something. Unless somebody try to spell work on them kids. Something about thirsty and rotten. Whatever them drinking, this is not even expired. This is a concussion that is mixed to fuck with somebody. This is poison. Careful what you drink, especially if you drink coffee. Them a poison your coffee. Stop drinking coffee. Wake up and do something else. We're thirsty and rotten. Whatever you drink, whatever you're intaking, it's rotten. Okay? We have a lighter coming out. And we have pressure. But this could also be, I don't know why I get this. If maybe somebody is internally rottening. Something internal or rotten for somebody. And if you notice somebody don't drink any liquids, I don't know if you live with somebody or you're around somebody Scorpio. Scorpio rules death and rebirth. Somebody could literally be dead. When them not eat, when you not see them eat for days upon days upon days upon days upon days, or them not drink the liquid for days upon days upon days upon days upon days, that is a rotten dead body that you're living with. You're coexisting with that person, okay? Now we have light and pressure, spell work, okay? Somebody might force you to drink something while it's warm. Okay, this could be to mask the scent of something. But be careful, somebody, I feel like somebody's tampering with your liquids, okay? Or someone's adding bodily fluids to your liquid to make you sick. And you need to be careful. Because especially when I see with my own eyes, people will add traces of them feces in your liquid or piss in your liquid. And then you start to have weird mental breakdowns. You start to act crazy or you have crazy thoughts. You all have foam at the mouth or your mouth even will look weird. You get poisoned. A lot of white things that come out your mouth enough time. You look sucked down, you look drained, you don't have an appetite, you're getting poisoned. Like the last fucker what I did stay with, right? You know what him did to me? Thank God, me and the boy. God a blood clot alone know. God, yeah God, I must blood clot God. God alone know. Wanna know when wanna know the. Alright, so you have in Jamaica we always talk about like you don't take weed from certain people because they would cut. I hear this a lot. That them would cut the tail of the lizard and put it in the weed. So when you smoke it, you get crazy. Somebody a tamper with something for you. But also, you know that there's little things you can do to make somebody get mad, like spell work. Like what somebody tried to do me. And it was so weird because them wake me up in the middle of the night and I offer me candy. I'm like, why am I offer me candy like 2 o'clock in the morning? I'm asking him where I get the candy from. Him say make it. You know what the fuck I do? Lace the fucking candy with saliva for mad me. The persons who understand what me I talk about. That fucker so evil. So fucking evil. And he already mad him friend already. Because him and the friend was having sex and he was scared that the friend would have told. Enemy just drop out. Is that me say? You could have sit on a smoke with this person every day. And your enemy. Or this is you, Scorpio. Somebody I try to find little ways to make you go mad. Maybe somebody I try to thief your money. Somebody I find little ways to make you get sick. And your enemy. And their pressure, them I get pressure. So whether somebody orchestrate them for try to get rid of you or for make you mad, or if somebody not orchestrate them to get you mad, them I try to make you mad. So them want to turn up the pressure upon you now. Maybe send more people your way. Send more people to troll you. Send more people to mock you. And them are rotten from inside out. Them times soon up. Yeah, we have cuddles. Them times soon up. Don't. This could also be somebody have a STD. Or somebody's a fucking incubus, succubus. And you want you sleep with them and you never sleep with them. Thankfully, you never sleep with this person. Or somebody wanted to carry you out to drink, have a good time, and poison your blood clots. Somebody thought that that was the last time they would have seen you. I feel like someone was in cahoots with your enemy, somebody who was smiling at your face, somebody who you think is your friend, and your blood clot friend. Them a plan to kill you. Somebody thought that was the last time they would have ever see you. Thankfully, Scorpio, you know what they know not. And thankfully, Scorpio, you are already a dead person. You are already a walking skeleton. Do you know what the death card looks like? Let me show it to you. And if you look at the representation of the death card, it's death on a horse, right? Look on this blood clots. Yeah, with rotten and thirsty. Because the skeleton don't need for drink and the skeleton don't need for eat. It is dead. Not only that, the skeleton is on a white horse. What is the representation of the white horse? White horse have special significance in the mythology of cultures around the world. They're often associated with the sun. Right? The sun card, Leo energy, the chariot, Cancer energy, also the police, with warrior heroes, with fertility, both male and female, both mare and stallion manifestation. Right? Death card upon a white horse. If you look on a death card, him have a flag up. I actually never researched the meaning of that flag, to be honest. Him have a flag up, one black flag a wave. And the death card, which is Scorpio energy, is the 13th major arcana in the tarot deck. And if you look, he's walking, there's dead bodies around him, and then there's a pastor that's there in front of the horse and is there in front of death begging. Now why would and this is a pope, he's not a pastor, it's a pope. Why would the pope beg death? Wouldn't the pope have already been one with the universe? And in the death talks about morality, destruction, corruption. It's also for a man. This could also be your own pastor did this to you. This is somebody who is literally in the church. Pope you talk, real pope thing. Pope. Now who the fuck are you, Scorpio, where you have the pope begging at mercy? Even though we talk about how much the horsemen, remember the horsemen them? Welcome. One of the lash out with disease. You see how much people is dead? One of the big famine, starvation, people are starve. Yeah. If there's a pastor, if there's a person who is a head of church who put you through the so-called simulation of the horsemen, them are gonna beg for them blood clot life. Not even the Vatican can save them. Maybe you were exposing a lot of nastiness, a lot of pedophilia that was happening in the church. Yeah, we have the high priestess. See the blood, see it here? I just say it there, you know. Maybe you're supposed to be taking over a church. You're going to be the lead of your own blood clot congregation when you get older. You think you sit down and talk, you think you're just sitting down trying to hit 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers to monetize on YouTube all your life? You gotta have your own blood clot congregation. You gotta have your own church. You are gonna be the female pope. The popette. Not a puppet. The popette. Or a nun. Now, to be very, very honest with you, the reason why I never took a path of, and the reason why I never took the straight path to Buddhism and the path of, you know, so-called high priestess, which is the nun, is because it only deals with the light. I don't know anybody else, but from my many reincarnations, I have known that I can't work with light alone, I have to work with darkness too. The high priestess, that's why, are you the church's enemy? Maybe you are. Maybe you were promised to a certain church, or you're promised to a certain pastor, to a certain church, unbeknownst to you. If you notice that people are trying to get you to go to a certain church, it's because they're a pastor have them eye on you. Maybe the pastor wants you to join the church, but you are a high priestess. Anyway, the high priestess, usually there's a high priest, right? And let me say, if you are a high priest and you're in the church and you're getting a high priestess, make the female deal with the darkness. Let the female be the one that deal with the darkness. Let the high priestess deal with the darker side of it. Because as we said in the last reading, the devil is a woman, the devil is not a man. Because the snake tempted Eve to eat the apple, Eve could have said no. She never said no. Why you give the man the number and you're not interested? If you don't like the man, then why you give me a number? Hard for me, but it's easy for another nigga. Do I have to do just not what I need when the thing gets bigger? Don't throw it all away. Don't. Or somebody want to blame everything on you. I saw them want to blame everything on you. The reason why them congregation is a downfall is your fault. The reason why people don't respect them as much is your fault. The reason why they're not getting the support they need is your fault. Meanwhile, the blood clot church, I feel its congregation rotten things. Especially the blood clot church of Ukraine, I be rotten things I feel them people. And I don't talk. Yeah, we have Guru. He's a blood clot guru. Scorpio. And Scorpio belongs to the occult, naturally. You see, people don't awaken to them spiritual being until very, very late in life. You see how late did it take Jim Carrey to lick him spiritual self? And even Mike Tyson gone him spiritual self too. There's a lot of people, them lick it late. Some people lick it early. Some people lick it in the teenage years. Some people lick it at 20. Usually people lick it at midlife crisis. And usually sometime when Scorpio, the death card, comes for you in that cycle, the 13, and not everybody transform. Because when a death card comes for you, the energy is supposed to be transmuted. And rebirth is supposed to happen. Some people dead and them stay there. There was no rebirth. He's a guru. I hear the magician. Are you a master magician? I feel like your enemies are people that might try to block you from knowing what your full potential is. You're supposed to have the spell work. You're supposed to have all them blood clot things here. Yeah, you're supposed to be doing it, Scorpio. And you might feel like it's evil. You might say, no, I don't want no spell work because it's evil. That is in your blood. You're supposed to be doing spell work. You're supposed to take part in these things. somebody I try to tell you that, no, don't do that, it's evil. No, don't take part in that, it's not good. People won't like you. Meanwhile, them are the same thing upon you every blood clot day to make sure you don't awaken to your gifts. Them tell you say you're evil. Them tell you say you worship the devil. Meanwhile, every blood clot Halloween, them dress up in a skeleton and dead things. Don't. You saw them contradicting? Them don't even understand their own fucking culture. Yeah, we have bias, exactly. Them don't even understand them fucking culture. Maybe somebody put another high priestess in your place. This could be somebody put another tarot reader in your place because of a bias, a preference. Whether that's nationality, skin color. Maybe this high priestess was opening their legs to somebody. I don't know. But it's in yellow. Yellow is a trick. Because yes, it's on yellow. But yellow eyes are jaundice. Yellow mucus are infection. Where else on the body if it's yellow? What on the body is yellow? Talk to me. What on the fucking human body is yellow? Your enemy, really, them I pray every blood clot they Scorpio say you don't awaken to your gifts. Or say you don't know the whole illusion that is around you. I feel like you know, you're just not saying anything. Because what's the point? What's the point of you telling every devil worshipper around you that I know you're a devil worshipper? What is the point? Yeah, we have stabbed. We have Jewish. And we have alcohol. Yeah. That them I don't. Either them saw your birth chart or they got information on you to know who you were supposed to be in life. Them know you're gonna be a guru in a life. Them know you're a high priestess and them I try every blood clotting to stop it. And in a blood clot matter, them could have read the blood clot Kabbalah 6 million blood clot times. Or the Metrahegon. They claim that you're not supposed to say the word because the persons who's supposed to say the word must be of holy blood. Excuse you? The Metrahegon, that's that name? Metrahegon, I could get the name very, very wrong. Them could have prayed every blood clot day. It still not gonna work. You're a high priestess for a reason. Your soul has been selected for a reason. Because you cannot be corrupt easily. Or you know how to transmute darkness into light. And everybody know for that. That's why some people are fucking sour. Even when them have all the money in the world, and all the friends, and all the caring in the world, them hearts still fucking nasty. Yeah, we have energy. You know how to transmute energy. You know how to transmute dark energy into light energy. Or you're literally an energy source. Literally. That's why people want to be around you every blood clot day. People want to sit and talk to you for hours and hours. I teach them a teach your energy. Teach your energy so that they can transmute it to get what they want. But them act like them are your enemy. Them hate you so blood clot much, but make you ever leave. And there's also here with High Priestess, bias and alcohol. The High Priestess does not drink. Them don't drink. So any blood clot High Priestess say I go to and them intake alcohol. And them a drink. And a real High Priestess that. High Priestess do not drink alcohol. Especially I drink alcohol when them a go on the readings. What kind of nastiness that? Unless they became a high priestess because them sell themselves out to the devil. Drinking is for high priests, not high priestesses. The woman don't drink. She don't poison her blood with alcohol. So any pastor you go to, or high priestess you go to, and them a drink away them blood clots or else. Or them a drink them wine, or drink them alcohol. Them is fake as fuck. Real high priestess don't intake alcohol. Real high priestess, the most them I could do are smoke weed. Because it come from the Egyptian days. When the Egyptians used to smoke indica and standing on the blood clot top of the pyramid and get messages from extraterrestrial beings, and they would give the slaves the sativa for work because it was said that the pyramids were built from the top. It was built from the bottom. No, it was built from the bottom up. Yeah. Them said the pyramids was built this way. Like this was the first foundation, second foundation, third foundation, fourth, and it was built that way. It wasn't built like a house. Real high priestess, real Hathor energy, Egyptian energy. Them used to smoke weed. Them not drink blood clot alcohol. Alcohol were for the men because the men would go at war. And everybody know when women under alcohol, especially when the men would go at war back in those days, and the men would and the women would be prostitutes and sex workers. Remember back in the days then, before work did ever happen, the women would stay home and reproduce, and the men would go to war and work. The men would drink the alcohol because they have to deal with violence and war and protecting them country or protecting their nation wherever they did there. And the women couldn't drink alcohol because they were supposed to serve, especially sexually pleased men. Women can't sexually please man right under the influence. The men would be the ones who are under the influence because they would have come faster. Or they had to suppress their memory from the wives that they left and the family they left because them gone a war. Real high priestess not drink no blood clot liquor. So you can't stand there in the church and drink the blood clot blood of Christ. Why the fuck would you drink the blood of Christ? Eat the body of Christ and drink the fucking blood of Christ? That's a fucking cult. Yeah, drink the blood clot blood of Christ. Why would you drink the blood of Christ? When them a blood clot, when Christ got through exile, when them lash him like a blood clot slave, right? Cross him back and them a draw blood from him. Cause remember them torture him before them kill him. Them never just kill him. Them never execute Christ like blood clot JF Kennedy. Them torture him first. And how them torture him? With blood. They nailed him to a cross to make him bleed out. How Christ did. Them never shoot Christ and kill him. Them never punch him organs. Like the other guy. Remember there was three people in the sacrifice. One them put something through the man, yes so. Them never pierced the body of Christ, did they? They lash him, beat him for draw blood. Spiritual work. And then them nail him. And he died on that cross because of the pain. And even the thing that they put on the head, the blood that drain. You know watch the Passion of the Christ? Me used to watch it for the whole long church, every blood clot Passover. Because them used to lock down the church and in Easter, they used to lock down the church and show the Passion of Christ. And everybody in the church would have ball. Every time. If you would never saw your grandmother cry, you'd see her cry when Passion of the Christ get shown. And blood them use, them draw blood from him. Them never cut him in half. Them never shoot him. Them nail him on a blood clot cross and watch the blood clot blood drip from the cross. That's why when it comes down to the church, the cross has two colors, the red and the white. The red is the sacrifice when they nailed Jesus Christ on the cross and drawing blood. And the white was salvation when him awoken. How much day? 3 to 4 days after that? He awoken from the dead because the white was the salvation. And then you, their blood clot church, that drink the blood of Christ. Like our adrenochrome. Adrenochrome. Una can't chat to me. Una can't make me una enemy. Una can't talk about energy. Una can't talk about devil worshipper. Una worship the real blood clot devil. And I don't care. Una can't. All the blood clot days are on the life. I don't give a fuck. 44 upon the blood clot clock. Una nyam body of Christ. What kind of cannibalism that? Me never hear in a terror where I drink the blood of nothing. Nothing in a terror has ever. Nothing in their cult. unless you not participate in cult-like activities. That's why we're going back to the death card, right? Did I show you how the death card looked? I didn't. That's why the blood clot pope I beg. Not even a skeleton, not even a blood clot skeleton drink anything. But when they're at church and they have the blood clot brother cries. Oh, see it here? It's the death card. Scorpio energy. And the pope I beg death. I beg him for one more chance. Give me one more chance to make it right. What color the pope in? Yellow. The trick. And the pope I lead it. The pope I lead him congregation in a blood clot destruction. So that's the thing, It's one thing to have a leader that fear both God and the devil. It's another thing to have a leader who fear the devil. Or them fear death. Yeah, big pope. Big pope. You fear death? Why you fear death? Unless you not work with the dead. Unless you're not orchestrating other people's deaths. Because there's a bias. Right? Oh, come all ye faithful, joyful and triumphant, oh holy, through Bethlehem. Come and be holy, born the King of angels. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him. In Christ the Lord. But in their church, every blood clot, they drink the blood of Christ. Like adrenochrome. Like a spirit cooking. Spirit cooking, nanny, and blood of Christ. And body of Christ. And they would also, and I remember when we used to go to church, Father Olan church, my cousins and everybody was baptized except me. And when we would go to church and they would say, okay, everybody line up for the body of Christ and the blood of Christ. And you would put the thing on your tongue, the little bread, white bread, and then they would drink. And everybody would drink except me in the church. And when I lie, at the time when I was a little kid, I did feel left out. And I never understand why. Why everybody around me, I get the blood and the body of Christ except me. My blood clot glad, I'm glad. Never have I drink the blood of Christ under the supervision of a blood clot pope or a pastor. Or eat the body of Christ. What kind of cannibalism that? No call that, no adrenochrome that. Worse, yeah, drink liquor, wine. And we talk about this already, about Jesus turning water into wine. Was it to put the people asleep? Real high priestess, real blood clot high priestess. We're not talking about high priests. Real high priestess don't drink blood clot alcohol. You mad? The feminine energy don't take well to alcohol that way. Unless we are going a Lilith energy. And with the moon cycle and everything that is happening, with all of that, every single thing, the moon cycle. With the moon cycle and every single thing that happened with a woman. Because remember, unlike the man, the woman bleeds. And what color is rum and liquor and wine? It's red. Unless them are drink on them cycle. Or they're drinking at nights. But still, the woman don't poison her body with liquor. She poison her, she so-called intake milk. Milk she intake. And there's a whole debate about drinking milk or whatever. But the woman produce milk out her breast. The man have the Adam's apple for a reason. When apple is... When you ferment apple, it becomes cider vinegar. It becomes acidic. almost like how when you preserve grapes, it have an acidic taste, a taste where it fermented. When you ferment apple or you ferment these things to have an acidic type of vibe, right? Men can intake that. Women naturally have breast milk when they reproduce. Any blood clot I priest say I got to them I drink out black side ale. Every blood clot day them have a new bottle of wine. Them I work with the devil. That's why them call it AAA. That's why them call it AAA no. No, you remember, was it Bad Teacher? You remember that movie with the girl and she had the A, you remember the thing? And then claims that she had one whore and she had one slut. And she end up went to school with the A on her in a one circle. Cause she said, alright, if everybody want to call me a whore and slut, me I go wear it proudly. And she had a little A thing on her. That's why them call it AAA. Cause alcohol bring out the real demon them. You think of weed? You think of marijuana? Marijuana bring out the extraterrestrials. Because alcohol go up on your heart. And weed play with the mind, the brain. Now yesterday we talked about this. But if the devil rule the heart, then that means God must rule the brain. Unknown God. Yeah, we have spells. Now that my adrenochrome. Every blood clot they are not participating in a cult within spell work. I drink the body. Eat the body of Christ. Why would he eat the body of Christ? I'm tired to say this. And then the whole lot not drink from the same blood clot cup. Right? Like the whole Manson case. You remember the whole blood clot Manson case? Or you remember the whole case where the pastor did get the whole congregation and tell them said the world like end in 2012? You remember? When the Mayan calendar did stop at 2012 and you have some pastors, popes, who said the world like end in 2012 and get the whole the congregation to come there and drink the blood of Christ and the whole like it poison off and the whole blood clot congregation dead except the Pope. And the Pope went on to start another church. You see, that's why the Bible talk about the wolf in sheep's clothing. Because when the wolf come to you, the wolf are going to look nice, they're going to look presentable. The wolf are going to have on the clothing. And the clothing that the wolf have on, it need not to speak. When you see the wolf in a sheep clothing, the sheep's clothing, because it's a cover, when you see it, you're going to know it. You're not going to know it's the wolf, but you're going to see a sheep, because it's a cover. When you see a pope in a pope uniform, everybody know how a pope uniform look, don't? Everybody know the uniform for your pastor, don't? Pastor need not to speak. When you see him enter the room, you say, yeah man, see there him that, because them come in a wolf in a sheep's clothing, when them are really wolf. Maybe that's what the bias was. You don't drink alcohol. You're not corrupt that way. Maybe that was the bias. Real high priestess don't blood clot drink liquor. That's not to say you can't go to 1 and 2 times and have a little intoxicants in your body. Cause enough of we a drink soda every blood clot day, right? Me just a say, but real high priestess, they're not in the practice of drinking alcohol. Where in the spiritual world it talk about alcohol being drank? Unless you're someone. Because alcohol is a spirit. You need a spirit license to sell alcohol. Any blood clot bar you go, you look up. Just look up. Look up where the bartender is. You're going to say, this is certified that this establishment has had a spirit license. Yeah, we have incubus just come out. And then we have chemistry. That's exactly what we just said. Incubus a demon. Demon alone survive under alcohol presence. Because when you drink alcohol, you open up the gates to spirits. When you smoke weed, you open up your mind to telepathy. That's why them so-called will say when you smoke cannabis, it will cause schizophrenia. Schizophrenia, one of the major symptoms of schizophrenia is not seeing things, is hearing things. Remember, is hearing things and then interpret it in the brain. That's what schizophrenia is. Schizophrenia don't attack the heart. It attacks the brain and the mind. And the chemistry of being an incubus, the chemistry of mixing, mixologists, of mixing liquor, certain type of liquors together and intaking that liquor to get a certain chemistry, to get your body in a certain vibration. Do you notice that bars are always dark? There's a reason why there's a reason it's called a nightlife. Because spirit don't exist in a day. That's why people will go bars in the night. That's why bar make the money in the night. If you notice, cannabis store lock at 11 p.m. Wanna notice? Did you notice what time cannabis store open across the board? 9 o'clock in the morning. What time it lock? You can't go nowhere. You can't go to cannabis store and get none at 12 o'clock in the night. You can't go to a bar. You can go to a bar at 3 a.m. and get liquor because a blood clot spirit them I deal with. Una cannot talk to me. Una can torment the readers all in the life. Una can say we are devil worshipper. Una all in the blood clot life. Una cough. Una need to get the vaccination or need to practice sucking a cocky right since una gag. Obviously you don't know how to suck a dick properly. That's why you're coughing so much, yeah? The dick that you've been sucking at the night time, it's affecting the back of your throat, yeah? So you keep coughing. You can't talk to me. You cannot talk to me. Gone are the days when I could be bullied that way. Don't drink the liquid. You can't make this shit up. You cannot make it up. Don't drink the liquid. Don't drink the liquid. Do not drink the liquor. I am going to leave it here. I'm going to leave it here. Yes, I'm going to leave it here. We have Jewish in a purple. We have rotten in a purple. We have gore in a purple. Them they know. Don't. That's why some of them, not all of them, some of them sit down in them congregation. And one thing if I can memory of when I was working at the Mother Community Center, the women weren't allowed to drink. The women stay one side and read. They use their mental energy. And the men would stay one side and drink liquor. That was for a reason. Maybe that's what got them fucked up. Because they were all of them, while them lead the congregation, them blood clot under the influence. They can't even drive under the influence. You can't play lotto under the influence. You cannot gamble under the influence. But you're going to lead a congregation. And remember, the head of the church, the soul that comes from that person is what leading the congregation. If me have a pastor who drink every blood clot Friday to Saturday, what energy is coming out of that man? Worse, that woman. I am going to leave it here. Scorpio, the death card, the skeleton, metal.